Okay, so you have a JPEG and it's 24-bit RGB, which means millions of colors, by the way. And so that looks just like green, and you want to just select green, but really the pixels that you have there are uh, very finite, and there's all kinds of greens in there. You see a big, huge variance of green, even in the inside of this and everything. So what happens when you're trying to vectorize that is the program is trying to adjust and find some kind of an edge to those greens. Basically, you get like little circles and blots all over because one of the things is in Bobcat's vectorization, there are 16 colors available in that. So if we just go ahead and go into here and open that up, we'll go vectors, there it is right there. Let's open it. When we want to just vector that file there that looks just like green, but we just looked at what the differences were. And the multicolor strategy has 16 available. So even though that looks like that green, we can select it and put parameters on like the wood used. And and then we can vectorize it. But what did we really get? Just not very much fit in there. There's some dots all over. If we really go in there, there's some entities that selected that fell within that one selected green range. So one way you can make those greens kind of blend together better is with an image editing program. Here I'm going to use Corel. There's several. If you want something free that would do this really quick, GIMP is a fairly powerful tool that would do this. But basically, I selected your image, and I'm just going to run a quick blur on it, and by 3 pixels. So any 3 pixels as they get closer are gonna, it's gonna blur 3 pixels together. And really, what you get out of that is a much more uniform green. All those greens are kind of just blend into one. And so now after I blurred that, if I go to save that file out as a JPEG, um, if we zoom in on those greens here, let's find a good patch of green. Look on this side. Um, you see how it just becomes more of just green. It kind of really gets a good definition between the colors. And so let's just save that out as a JPEG on my desktop. I'm going to replace it. And then and my program's going to crash because I'm running about 6 things right now. So that's fine with me. Now we're going to load up Bobcat, Bob Art. Let's load the image. We'll go look on the desktop for that JPEG I just saved out that's got a little bit of blur on it, which is right there. And that comes in. And now my greens are going to be much more defined in that color strategy. And we can go ahead and just select the green that's close to that green color, which is not all these odd ones that would be. Green is much more defined. Let's put 1.5 and we'll put 20 here. Let's uncheck that. And now let's vectorize that. And now if you look, those greens were much more defined out, and there was an easy definition between that melted green here and what transitioned to black. I could have chosen another one. There's another darker green there that would have come and got all these pixels on the outside. And so that's really you have to actually adjust the image a little bit. Blur should be a function inside of Bob Art. I think I remember it might have used to be, or it might have been another I think it was a different program I used, but that was just a function that was included in it, was just some slight blur, which helps melt all those pixels together to get a better vectorization. And so you can go from there and continue on with the blue and the yellow, and then you'd have a pretty good vectorization to work with from there. Hold on a second, Pickle. Okay, I hope that helps.